since a daddy wrote on fold. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Rick flap, flashy. Don't I look dashy? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. That's with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that.
I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Giants are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Falcons, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons. And he is knocked down from the side at the 29. And the New York Giants. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35. To the 38-yard line. Second down following the run. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Off-play action. Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, but when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
This time, Ryan will throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. 20! Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Newton on 1st down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Newton to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Third and long, it's Newton. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 18 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, it's Newton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting that field to make plays in the backfield.
Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken at the 37. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 53 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Twisting away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the 2nd level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts them.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. On second down, here's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a third down. Play action. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Olivier Vernon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons get a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton. Flush to his right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They go play action now. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. A good move at the touchdown, Giants. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one. And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right? Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nice move at the 40. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game. And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking,
but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 5. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he motions the wide receiver. Play action. Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Let's go! Green 39!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And now here is another interception. Picked by Darian Thompson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now out come the Giants. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. A gain of 32 that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll look to throw, and that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the wideout in motion. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Shane Ray in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal from the 5. Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.